Class 5, the next topic is converting decimals into fractions. So again we will see the rules. The first is write the decimal without the decimal point as the numerator of the fraction. Second, write 1 followed by as many zeros as there are decimal places in the given decimal as the denominator of the fraction. Third, simplify the fraction if possible. So let us see this with the examples. We have convert the decimal into fraction. The first one we have is 0.83. So here we see that after the decimal we have two digits. It means in the denominator we will place two zeros, and where there is a decimal we will place 1. So the fraction we get is 83 upon 100. Let us see the next one. We have 23.7, and here we have after the decimal only one digit. So it means in denominator we will have only one zero and 1. That is 237 upon 10. Now this is improper fraction, so we have to convert it to the mixed fraction. So this is the required fraction. Third case, we have 16.04. Now here we have two digits after the decimal. So again we will have two zeros in the decimal denominator and 1 in place of the decimal. Again we will convert it to the mixed fraction. We can also simplify this fraction as this fraction 1604 upon 100 can be reduced to 401 upon 25. And further we can divide also 4 upon 100, the second mixed fraction which we had before. It will give us 1 upon 25. So if we take the reduced fraction and make it a mixed fraction, we will get 16 1 upon 25, or we can use this fraction also to reduce and get our answer. Let us see one more example. We have 8.254. Again we have 3 places after the decimal. So it means there are 3 zeros in the denominator. Now to simplify this we get 4127 upon 500, and further when we make it a mixed fraction we get 8 whole 127 upon 500. Next topic is converting fractions into decimals. So we have the steps. Write down the number given in the numerator, count the number of zeros in the denominator, and put our decimal point such that the decimal places are equal to the number of zeros. Now for the example we have this fraction where we have the numerator as 78432 upon 10. 10 has only one zero. That means we will place the decimal after one digit. That is the ones digit. That is 2. So we get the answer as 7843.2. Now in the second case we have denominator 100. That means 2 zeros. So the decimal has to be after 2 digits. So when we put the decimal it will be after the ones and the tens digit of the number in the numerator. So we get the answer as 784.32. The next case we have 1000 in the denominator. That means 3 zeros. So 3 zeros means we will put the decimal after 3 digits. That is ones, tens and 100 digit. So we get the result, that is 78.432. Let us see examples where we do not have zeros in the denominator. The fraction like 3 upon 4 we have to convert as a decimal. So in this we will do the method which is the first method to convert the denominator into zeros. So we need to multiply the numerator as well as the denominator by the same number, that is 25. So we get denominator 100 and numerator 75. Now as you can see, there are two zeros in the denominator, so we get the result as 0.75. The second method for making this fraction as a decimal is by dividing the numerator by the denominator. So when we divide, we will again get the same answer, the same result, 0.75. Now as you can see, 4 zeros are 0. Then we get the 0 by the decimal. Once the decimal is put in here, we will get the 0. And so 7 4s are 28. And further, we get the remainder 2. Again a 0 is provided, and 4 5s are 20. Let us see the next example where we have a mixed fraction to be converted into a decimal. So first of all, we will make it into improper fraction, and then we can convert it to a fraction which has zeros in the denominator by multiplying this 8 by 125. The same 125 will be multiplied with the numerator and we get this fraction. Now in this fraction you can see, as there is 1000, there are 3 zeros. So in our answer we will have the decimal after 3 places. The second method of converting this mixed fraction into a decimal is this one. You can see we can divide the numerator by the denominator, that is 37 is divided by 8, and when we divide it by 8 we get the same result again, that is 4.625. So these are the steps you can see and follow. Now to make it more clear, let us see some solved examples. The question is, convert the following decimals into fraction. So children, as I have told you, we have to observe how many digits are there after the decimal. So here we have just one digit. It means the denominator will be 10. Now if it is an improper fraction, we have to convert it to a mixed fraction. So we can convert it into a mixed fraction. Also you have to remember that if the fraction can be reduced, it can be converted into a simpler form, you have to reduce it to a simpler form. So in this case it is reduced and we get 8 3 upon 5. The second example is 16.25. Here we have 2 places after the decimal. So the denominator will have 100 and we can write it as 1625 upon 100, and again as I told you we can reduce it. So the final answer will be 161 upon 4. The second example is, convert the following fractions into decimal. Now again we have got fractions which have got zeros in the denominator. So what you have to do is count the number of zeros. Here we have 3 zeros. So the decimal will be placed after 3 digits. So you can see we will get the answer as 1.057. Next example is a fraction. We have 2 upon 5 and we have to convert it into a decimal. So here again you have 2 methods as I told you before. So you can follow any one of them which you feel easy. So the first method is to convert the denominator with a digit 0. And so here we see 5 2s are 10, and again this 2 is multiplied with the numerator and we get the final result as 0.4. The second method is division, and here also you will get the same result. So children, you have to follow any one method whichever you feel easy. Let us see another. This is a mixed fraction. So first of all, this mixed fraction is converted into improper fraction, and then again the conversion of the denominator to a digit which has zeros. So here we have to multiply by 125 in the denominator as well as the numerator and finally get our answer. Or you can do the second method, which is a division method, and get your answer. You will get the same result by any of these methods which you follow. So students, if you are clear with all the methods which I have explained you have got your homework in your PDF. Kindly do that.